going back to the broadcast, you know, I saw this story this morning and I just thought it was so horrible. And of course, I wasn't the only one upset about the story. Many people are. But over the course of several years, apparently there were 2 prisons in California that were sterilizing women illegally after they had their babies in prison. Now, normally they would have to give consent to do that, to you know, be sterilized so that they can't become pregnant again. But these 2 prisons were just taking it upon themselves to just do this for these women, to these women, and of course, you know, all sorts of civil rights activists angry and upset because they feel like that right was taken away from the women, which I couldn't agree more.
You know, it's interesting. I'm reading this book right now called Poster Child by Kimba Smith, and she was a woman who was imprisoned after dating a drug dealer who ended up dying, and she was kind of linked and had to take the heat for a lot of the work he was doing on the streets. She really wasn't selling drugs. But anyway, she talks about just how badly women are treated in prison in this book. And I'm actually, I'm reading that part right now.
Wow.
And it's so sad. It's so sad. She actually had her baby in prison.
Yeah. And these women did as well. And but normally they would have to sign away to sign away that right. But
she was away from her baby, I think, for 5 years, away from her son. She was one of the women that was pardoned by President Clinton when a lot of the girlfriends were being you know, getting worse sentences than the men who were selling the drugs back in the 90s.
What a nightmare. I truly cannot even imagine.